What's up, YouTube and my YouTube subscribers? We're now tuning into Divine Wear Studios. I'm your host, Lil Mario. We're going to be taking a look at some things I was really going to do as far as 3 years ago, making this documentary I call Surviving Dayton, which kind of basically go over topics of trash, abandonment, crime, violence between one another, and just a whole lot of other things that we could kind of base this whole scenario off of. This is kind of like my environmental humanitarian channel, so you could look to expect some of the same inquiries that we would be discussing today. Now, I've been really like staying tuned onto the trash issue because I feel like that's where most of the problems really start as far as community. I feel like the more aggressive the trash become, the more complex this situation is gonna get, because trash indefinitely does something to not only our environment. I feel like it affects us as people emotionally, and we really don't understand where this depression is coming from. And I kind of wanted to base it off of triggers, and for the reason why I picked that topic is because it's a lot of things that can trigger emotions with you, and I feel like that was one of the things that I had to deal with, was the triggers in my life, which I felt like trash was the beginning of my triggers, and it made me so emotional to where I almost became like overly violent about it, and I had to constantly keep talking to myself and talking to other people about it, and I feel like it's a lot of people who don't care about the trash issue. It tends not to be a topic in society today. And it just amazes me how people overlook certain problems. I feel like that's significantly a problem, whether it's in our community or anybody else's community. These problems can stem from just a lack of knowledge as far as what trash do to your environment. I think it's a lack of knowledge of what trash can do to you health-wise and mentally and socially. And I feel like that should begin the topic of a discussion, because sometimes we don't know what affects us to trigger us into being like violent towards other people. And I feel like having a clean situation refreshes you, from depression. If your house is clean, say for instance, and you get off work, when you get home, you give a sense of comfort when you have clean things to come into. Say for instance, your car. Your car is clean on a daily basis, and it smells good, and it feels good. You're gonna feel a certain type of way from it. You're gonna feel a certain type of way from having a clean, healthy life. You being clean, your car being clean, your home being clean, especially your environment. And this is why I base everything on different objectives. It's because you can kind of look at certain stages and say, hey, you know what? I like this when it's clean, and I like that when it's clean. So why is it that people don't do the same thing for their environment? This is our mother, you feel me? And she holds all life. Not only that, she holds saying? So when it comes to living a functional life, I feel like if we're gonna live this functional life, why not live it right? Why keep living these wrongs? And then looking at it and you know it's wrong. But, a lot of people gonna turn a cheek, if they getting compensated for it. And to me that's more on the political side, but a lot of people will lace their pocket just to turn their head around, and act like they don't notice. And that's where I feel like, the problem begins is when we keep turning a blind eye to everything that is a problem and not trying to resolve it or solve it. Yeah. So y'all stay tuned to the next episode of Surviving Dayton, Ohio, and we're going to kind of build topics around this so we can have greater discussions. Right now I'm just doing a test trial just to see how these microphones work and how I'm able to elevate my mind to be constantly thinking about the same trials so I can find solutions to be able to help these situations get better. But y'all stay tuned.